The time has come, the walrus said.
And right after the original zone we had, which was Bridge Zone, we have yet another original zone directly in front of this. Jungle Zone's very green, very nice, although there is a gimmick. I don't know if it's present in the first act or the second act. Okay, it's the second act. I just fell to my death there for no reason. I feel like this music is oddly appropriate when you put it to JonTron doing the Bare Necessities thing he did in the Disney Bootlegs episode. Swinging platform. Like I said, this game's a lot more like a Mario game than a Sonic game, honestly. Lots of simple platforming. You're typically moving a lot slower because there's a lot more water in this game. Like, there's water here in Jungle Zone, there's water in Green Hill Zone. That zone from Sonic 1 is back, unfortunately. I think this is where we have to jump down. So we're going to take this moving platform and actually ride it all the way down to get into this little crevice here. And then we have this log. If we jump on top of it, it just moves with us. Very nice. And it allows us to go over here and get the Chaos Emerald of Jungle Zone. Very nice. Gotta be very careful platforming this way. There we are. Yeah, imagine doing that on a much smaller screen where you can't see as much. I mean, I already couldn't see quite everything there. I might get another bonus stage here. Yep, we made it to the end, so another bonus stage, although I'm maybe gonna try to avoid those, actually, just since they just kind of waste time. Like, I don't think I need that many lives to get through this game. It's pretty short. But also, there's really not much to talk about in the bonus stages. I mean, the background's nice. It's not weird fish and turtles and birds and stuff that it was in Sonic 1. Plus, it's not spinning all the time. Although it is bouncing quite a bit. Come on, just give me the continue, man. I'm right there. Just hand me the continue, please. I'd just like you to... Okay. I believe in order to get that one, we have to jump up there and bounce it like so. And we have Jungle Zone Act 2. And this is a stage which has a gimmick, which is... it's something. So, you may notice the camera doesn't go down. That's because we just die. We can't backtrack at all. I believe this is called, like, Contra Syndrome, although I haven't beaten Contra, so... I mean, maybe that's a game I'll have to get around and Let's Play at some point, but... yeah, the ground beneath you just disappears, and so you have to just keep going up. And this... Oh, dear. This is a reason why a lot of people actually prefer the handheld version, even with a smaller screen and the kind of clunkier design of the boss battles, because this stage in particular doesn't have the Contra Syndrome. You can drop down as much as you want and you'll be fine. And the screen crunching typically gets better with some of the later Sonic games, at least from what I remember, because I actually play a lot of those games in their Game Gear form, even though several are on Master System. Of course, I don't want to play Sonic 2 on Game Gear, ever. You know, technically, Sonic 2 8-bit came out before the Genesis version by like a month, I think. But I'm not doing that one first. I want to play Sonic 2 on the Genesis. I don't like typically going out of order, but at the same time here, wait a minute, isn't Sonic CD also before Sonic 2? Or no? I don't remember. I'm having a hard time figuring out how I'm going to do these Sonic games, because there's so many handheld ones, there's so many spin-offs like Knuckles Chaotix and everything. Racing games. That's another special stage done. We do get another continue, so we're pretty much set for the rest of the game. I mean, we're halfway through. We haven't got a game over once, and we have 2 continues there, just in case. On to Jungle Zone Act 3. I believe this is another one where he's much easier to hit with the smaller screen, which actually may be better for some people if they want the boss fight to be much quicker, because a lot of Sonic boss fights are pretty quick. I mean, it fits the character, I suppose, but again, I kind of play this like it's a Mario game, just with faster bits here and there. Granted, at this time, like in the early 90s, Mario boss fights really weren't all that special. Of course, they had to bring back Labyrinth Zone. We're zoomed in on the map now, so we're getting closer to the end of the game, as you can no doubt tell. But really, all the zones in Sonic the Hedgehog, and they had to bring back Labyrinth Zone. And just like on the Genesis version, I was a Game Gear. Just like in the Genesis version, it's slow, you need to get air, there's water everywhere. And it's just kind of not great. Also, there's no drowning music here, there's just a countdown, which is kind of disappointing because that was a lot of the appeal of water levels in Sonic games, that had you on your toes for when you were going to drown, mainly because of that drowning theme. Could we get a bubble, please? Game? Thank you. We almost didn't get one. I was about to reenact that animation from back in the day.
Any second now. Take your time. What? Okay. Oh, alright. Come on. No fooling around. Come on. Oh, come on!
It's just so slow and tedious. Labyrinth Zone. Although, I interrupted myself. I don't know why. Although, something I'll say is that this Labyrinth Zone song, I think is really good. Like, it's more jazzy and kind of, you know, I don't know, interesting. I mean, maybe they wanted to keep Labyrinth Zone in the game because of the theme it has. Like, it's water when you're a fast character, so it kind of hinders you, making it tough. And it's a labyrinth kind of thing directly underneath the main villain's robotic fortress, which is kind of neat that it's there. But I feel like if you want to bring back Labyrinth Zone, completely change the level design, maybe make the level design a little better. That sounds really harsh, but it's just, I don't know, I don't like it. You can actually on this, oh, I didn't know that. Well, apparently, you can get lives from the goalpost, but you can also get rings, just 10 rings at a time. I think it's if you have a multiple of 10. And just like Labyrinth Act 2 in the actual Sonic the Hedgehog game, you have a slide right at the start, which that's honestly the most fun part of Labyrinth Zone. I do like the slides in Sonic games. I need air. Sonic, just jump up and get the air. Oh! Okay, we got the air. Don't take that clip of my getting air out of context. Or do, I don't care. I'm running out of air. I would like to get this checkpoint now. There we go, okay. I'm probably gonna die, but at least I got a checkpoint. There's air here. Please. Oh, I got hit by the spikes. No, the air's over there. Go get it, Sonic. Hurry. Oh, okay, there's another one. Phew. I could not have gotten that bubble up there at all. The bubbles, they were kind to me.
I will worship them now.
This is a part where you have to be very quick, which is appropriate for Sonic, because we get that invincibility power-up, and then over here, inside those spikes, is the Chaos Emerald. Now, this is another change that the handheld version makes, is that instead, the Chaos Emerald is just right here waiting for you, no traps at all. You know, you guys are absolutely entitled to your opinion. You can like the Game Gear version more, mainly because there are improvements in the Game Gear version in some aspects, and there are aspects of the Master System version that are better. It honestly can go either way. Oh yes, this boss fight. So, almost... Oh, alright, I guess I couldn't bounce off. But almost exactly like the Bridge Zone boss fight, he's going to be approaching from one of several entrances, and he's going to shoot out, and you just hit him. Yeah, the contraptions are a lot more creative as Sonic the Hedgehog games go on. Maybe you actually can drown here, and that's like the challenge that you have to finish the boss fight quickly, but I don't think that's the case. I also don't know how the Game Gear version works exactly in terms of can you see all the way up there when he's approaching from the top two sides? I'm not sure. I'll have to maybe replay the Game Gear version. I don't actually have it right now. I'd have to go back to like one of the collections on GameCube. Alright, we're finally done with Labyrinth Zone there.